How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ruffle Rowlett, and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. Today we're going to be taking a look at some new information coming to us in regards to Pokemon Legends Arceus and things along those lines, as well as rumors and things like that. So sit back, relax, grab yourself a beverage, and let's get started. First things first is this post right here by Soul Silver saying, while it's possible we get PLA news drop tomorrow, to me it feels like everyone is still enjoying and even getting BDSP now. Next week makes more sense. Hopefully, we won't have to wait till the week after that. However, I'm still on high alert since this event starts the 26th. Now, what is he referring to here? Well, basically, Pokemon Legends Arceus is supposed to show up during an event over in Asia, the Pokemon like battle competition in Asia, whatever. Like, it's basically like a Pokemon competitive event over in I think Asia Pacific. I might be wrong, but somewhere around there, it's happening. But besides that, there is apparently going to be like an upcoming showcase featuring newest and freshest gameplay from Legends Arceus there, like actually genuinely going to be there. And this is hosted by the Pokemon Company. And this was back on the 15th of November that we learned about this. And here's the actual post about this from like the company itself that's doing this. An official event, by the way, for Asia that's hosted by the Pokemon Company. And it's being ran on PokemonBattleFest.com. So it's a legitimate thing, right? It's an actual event happening. We spoke about this shortly before BDSP released, but the thing is, nothing has been said beyond that. However, an interesting point is that during this, it is mentioned that there will be some form of new gameplay. And certain games that will show up, for example, like Legends Arceus, will be coming as well, like some information for it. And you got to hear Pokemon Legends Arceus Singapore. So apparently something is happening there. Some sort of form of information will be provided to us during this. So basically, November will maybe possibly contain some more stuff, because this event is happening this Friday. It's starting this Friday, so there might be news this week. Sure, it seems unlikely, mostly because BDSP just came out, but I'll be honest with you, BDSP is kind of tapering off very quickly. The game was pretty much just what it was supposed to be. A very straightforward remake of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and, of Diamond and Pearl. It really wasn't more than that. It doesn't seem to offer much more than that. Regards to, like, it's kind of like Let's Go, right? It's kind of like Let's Go. I mean, it's a Diamond and Pearl remake, but if you've already played Diamond and Pearl, you already know what the game has to offer, and everything that is there that's new is really not new, right? It's like the underground, the Grand Underground with, like, the hideaways is the most new thing we really have, and Romanus Park is just a reworked PAL Park, right, with legendaries in it, and, it's just more of a side activity, right, that you can do, but once you're done with it, that's really it. This game doesn't really have much else, in all honesty. Not that that's a bad thing, per se, but I will go into that into a review I'm making about the game, but for now, the game is pretty much running its course. If you haven't bought it already, you can go and buy it, and of course, by the time you finish it, that's it. There's not really my girlfriend's almost done with it, so my point is, the game doesn't last for long. It's not like a longevity type game. It's a quick one, quick out and in, it's just play it, enjoy it, move on to the next thing. It's one of those games. It's not like a game that's long lasting, that's a games as a service type thing, or a game that's going to have any DLC to it, I'm pretty certain of. So, it is what it is. But apparently news could be coming this week. I think possibly this week, but next week, most likely, if not this week. So we'll see what happens with that. But let's continue on to the next thing. So according to Pori Leaks, the base Pori Leaks chads, we feast in mid-early January. The chefs have been mastering the burger recipes. PLA stuff is happening earlier than you think. So apparently, Shib's even like the owner saying as the owner, I can confirm with the utmost confidence. For those asking, I do not run the Twitter. But yeah, so basically, the game will be leaking earlier than expected. I even think we have something about this. We said it as well right here, LPA will leak at least 2 weeks before release. BDSP was bought by people who add a non-modded Switch that it was sold to a few others with a modded Switch. Since the contact is now known for some, expect the game to leak even before BDSP, probably the 15 or 17 days before release. So we can probably expect BDSP to not be the only game that gets early leak this time around. I think Legends might get the same treatment, so you might have information on that game much earlier than expected. So just keep that in mind and be ready for that to happen. So those are the two things that were first foremost on this agenda here. Next up is this right here. It's a random piece of stuff that was found in the game, in the files, whatever. And my boy Soul Silver Art posted about it, and this was then sent to me by Steelix saying, could this be related, or Soul Silver said, could this be related to, like Legends or something like that? But no, it looks like Sand Gym Town in reverse without anything in the horizon, which is a bit odd. Also, it's a very close-up first-person type view of it. And Steelix says, there seems to be a Pokemon Center to the right. Can't be Legends as there's no centers yet at that time. Very interesting. And I think, again, it's Sanjam most likely. And somebody's saying time travel maybe. And then Steelix here says, what's this from? Files from BDSP. And somebody says, it looks a lot like Sanjam Town with the obvious differences. The art style seems completely different. Almost like that screenshot is from a non-chibi version of the overworld, which is true. It does not look the same. It looks way different. The ground is like, you know, messed up and stuff. It just looks very different. Like, why is there's even a skybox? Like, no offense, but Pokemon Legends Arceus doesn't really have a skybox when you play in the overworld and you're walking around. There really isn't one. I mean, there is one when you're in the battles, but those are in a totally separate instance where the whole background and sky and everything is just really one singular like thing, right? It's separate from the game world, right? Compared to Legends Arceus, which has the gameplay world connected to everything else. So it's just a weird file that's in here. It's all morphed up and stuff. It's confusing. Somebody says here, they originally did propose the Sanjam, I originally did propose this was Sanjam 2, based on a roof and the Pokemon Center placement, but slightly concerned about how there's seemingly nothing in the distance on that image. And, you know, again, people just, like, is that the reflection used for the windows in BDSP? The file name was Reflection, so it would make sense if that is the case. So it could be that's what it's all about. Could be that it's the reflection file. Again, a bit confusing, to say the least, but, you know, we'll see what happens if there's anything that pops up from that. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, next up though is this right here. So this is from Pokemon Poketrainer Raf, or the Raf, my boy. He's saying, wouldn't be surprised if the Legends Arceus Battle Tower merch ends up showing the God of Pokemon in the end of the Sinnoh Winter Special episode arc. Of course, it would just be reference due to the mythology. But yes, the anime is going to be very, you know, interesting to say the least, right? So there's clearly a connection here with Arceus, as you can see from the merch, with of course Cinderace from Go, and of course Lucario from Ash. So clearly he's going to be in some sort of conflict with the two legendaries from Diamond and Pearl, or Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, I guess in this case. But yeah, there's going to be some weird connection there. So we'll see, like, you know, how this connects all to like Legends Arceus. There's already the mention, like, and the showing of time travel that we've already seen from the you know, the actual like footage and the trailers of that episode, that they will be able to be reversed to being literal children, and that there is like alternate reality Ash and, you know, Go and all of them. It's really weird, and even alternate reality Dawn. My point is, it's all weirdly connected, so we'll see what happens with that. I do think, though, that the promotional cycle for these games it's not going to last very long, and that next year we could see, for Pokemon Day, some brand new Pokemon game announced. What that might be, I don't know just yet, but we'll have to wait and see. Also, this was posted by Galax over on Twitter, saying PLA trailer, and that there is a unavailable and a hidden video. Right up here, I'll show you guys. So there's a video right above me, as you can see. There's a hidden video. It could be anything, but this is also where like all the Pokemon news stuff is posted. It could be a TCG related thing. Also, by the time this was posted, I don't know if this has changed at all. But I don't know, man. We'll see. But like, you know, usually this should crop up by soon. You know, like this was like what, 4 days ago. So if there is something coming, it might happen tomorrow or today. You never really know. We'll have to wait and see what crops up from that. But let's move on to the next thing, which is Junichi Masuda was over and celebrating the Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl release at the Pokemon Center in Mega Tokyo. And they took a picture and stuff. And yeah, I don't know. It's just him being there. Nothing really crazy to say about it. Clearly, he's cool with this release, and you know, seems happy about it. So it is what it is. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see where that takes us with that. But let's go on to the next thing. So this is the next thing, which is to do with the Riddler, and this is posted by self-proclaimed king over on Reddit, on the r/PokeLeaks Reddit. So let's take a look at this, shall we? Just gotta make this small so you guys can see it. But here's where it goes into theory for legends based on the Riddler's hints and new story in Canalave Library. So, a new story was added to the Canalave Library second floor, third green bookcase from the right. I'll put all the text here for the easy reference. This book is titled The Sea's Legend. It's a text that was only recently discovered, and its ancient letters were decoded. Once upon a time in the East Sea, there was a Pokemon known as the Prince. A brave human asked Pokemon living in the sea to let them see the Prince. Mantike, Weasel, and Qwilfish with huge spice acknowledged the human's bravery and joined them. Together, they set off in a boat over the sunset-streaked sea. Sailing through the ocean, gates stretched over the waves. News of this reached the ears of the prince, who went to meet the brave little party at his seaside hollow. The prince in the story is almost definitely Manaphy, who's also called the Prince of the Sea in other Pokemon media. There were two things that stuck out to me in this: the mention of the Qwilfish and the abrupt ending with the seaside hollow. I see that Riddler has hinted at a regional Qwilfish form and or evolution for Legends. It feels like this mention of a Qwilfish with huge spikes could ever so subtly be foreshadowing for Legends as a result, since there is no such descriptor for the other two Pokemon. Going off of that, I find that the ending seems very abrupt given there's no indication of whether they ever met, or really any conclusive feeling to this at all. Plus, Seaside Hollow is not a previously existing location in Pokemon, so a random theory I have is that, given the potential nod to a Hisuian Qwilfish and the mention of a new location, this may be hinting at Manaphy encounters in Legends. Maybe you'll need to bring the 3 Pokemon mentioned to a place of the same name to trigger the encounter. Anyways, it was fun thinking of this, so I want to know what other people think. I think this as an event would be really cool in the game itself. Just offering this as an event would be really sick. As for if it will work, if it will happen, what will go on with this, I don't really know. We'll have to wait and see, honestly. But honestly, it just seems like a really cool event. Like, just as a side thingy in the game, I would honestly love it. So I want to know your thoughts and opinions. This clearly does connect to Legends based on the Qwilfish thing. I've already talked about this in previous videos, and I remember when this was discovered first, I already covered it because it just makes sense with everything the Riddler said. So we'll have to wait to see what happens with that. But I want to know your thoughts and opinions about it, just in general. Like, what are you guys' thoughts and opinions and all that? So that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. If you did enjoy it, then drop a like down below. Make sure to subscribe. My name, of course, has been Ruffle Rowlett, and I'll see you on the next one. So yeah, that's about it. Also, guys, if you want to have a chance of winning Pokemon Legends Arceus, go and make a post on Momo Board. The post with most amount of views and the most active viewer will basically have a chance of winning Pokemon Legends Arceus, a free copy. So that's it. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out and bye bye.